Mr. Speaker and honorable members, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to the 15th session of 15th Odisha Legislative Assembly. Let me take this opportunity to extend my heartiest New Year greetings to all the honorable members of this august House as well as to the people of Odisha. This august House has expressed its deep condolence on the sad demise of late Atal Bihari Vajpayee, former Prime Minister, late Somnath Chatterjee, former Speaker Lok Sabha, late Muthuwal Karunanidhi, former Chief Minister Tamil Nadu, late Jadunath Das Mahapatra, former Minister, late Dol Govinda Pradhan, former Minister of State, late Prasanna Kumar Pal, former Government Deputy Chief Whip, late Surendra Pradhan, late Suryamani Jaina, late Braj Kishore Mahanti, late Muralidhar Kumar, late Bansidhar Sahu, all former members of this august House, late Sanjay Manjhi, ex-Constable Odisha Police, late Champeshwar Mahakut, ex-Rifleman 29 Assam Rifles, late Braj Mohan Behera, ex-driver CRPF, late Achyutanand Sahu, ex-cameraman Doordarshan. I request honorable members to join me in paying tribute to late Chaitanya Prasad Majhi, former minister, late Nityanand Gartia, late Raj Kishore Pradhan, late Parsuram Panda, and late Ratna Manjari Devi, all former members of this august House, late Hemant Kumar Panda, ex-Lance Nayak 46, Rashtriya Rifle. The House may convey our heartfelt condolence to the bereaved families of the departed souls. Odisha's transformational journey since 2000 has been remarkable. Odisha was then not known for efficient handling of natural disasters and precious lives were lost. The state is now recognized for having set global benchmarks in disaster management. Odisha's farmers were then doing subsistence agriculture. Now we are an agriculturally progressive state which has won Krishi Kaman Award 5 times during last 7 years. In fact, Odisha is the only state in the country which has doubled farmers' income in real terms in the last 1 decade. We were then a food grain deficit state dependent on the central pool to feed our people. Now this state is among the largest contributors to the PDS and is playing a major role in the food security of the nation. We were then a state having FCML record in IMR and MMR. Odisha has made a quantum jump by achieving the sharpest decline in IMR and better than the national average decline in MMR. Odisha was then in a state of financial bankruptcy, not being able to pay the salaries of its employees. Now the state is known for excellence in the field of financial administration. Odisha was then known for acute poverty. The state has shown the way to others by bringing about the highest poverty reduction in the country of 24.61 percentage points in less than a decade. Odisha was then not known much for its industrialization. Now the state was one of the industrial growth rates in the country and has been among top 3 states in attracting live manufacturing investments. Odisha's performance in many sectors has been phenomenal. It is now the leading state in the country in rural housing, having completed a record 20 lakh houses since 2014. A record number of 6 lakh girl students are studying in our educational hostels. Our vibrant Mission Shakti movement with 7 lakh women SHG, comprising of 70 lakh women, is transforming the socio-economic landscape of Odisha. Our flagship health initiative, Biju Swasthya Kalyan Yojana, is unique in providing near universal health coverage. We have our own state food security scheme, ensuring coverage of every deserving family. We are providing pension to more than 48 lakh persons, which is the highest coverage in terms of percentage of population in the country. We lead the country in providing land rights to our forest dwellers. Special development councils have been set up in 9 tribal-dominated districts to focus on preservation of culture, tradition, heritage, and unique identity of 62 tribal communities and 13 PVTGs since 2014. We have created additional irrigation potential of about 8 lakh hectares, and we will surpass our 5-year target of 10 lakh hectares by April 2019. Bhubaneswar topped the smart city challenge in the country. Odisha has now emerged as the sports capital of India. Skilled in Odisha is now recognized as a global brand. My government has introduced Kalia, Krishak Assistance for Livelihood and Income Augmentation scheme to further accelerate agriculture prosperity and reduce poverty in the state. This scheme is progressive and inclusive. It covers 92% of the cultivators, loanee as well as non-loanee farmers, sharecroppers, actual cultivators and landless agriculture laborers. It also specifically takes care of vulnerable agriculture families identified through Gram Panchayats and makes interest-free crop loans. Besides, all cultivators and landless agriculture laborers will be provided life insurance and personal accident insurance cover of rupees 2 lakh each. Already over 12.45 lakh small and marginal farmers and about 58,000 sharecroppers have been provided assistance rate of rupees 5,000 each, amounting to rupees 652 crore. This amount has been transferred to their accounts during January 2019 through DBT mode. Production and productivity of rice has doubled since 2001-2. Odisha Millets Mission has been launched in the state in 11 tribal districts and 55 blocks covering 16,000 hectares to preserve local diversity of millets. My government has launched the Odisha Organic Farming Policy 2018 with the objective of leveraging Odisha's strength in organic farming and expand the area under organic practices. A progressive farmer-producer organization policy 2018 has also been launched to assist in the aggregation of farm produce and improve the market linkages. My government has introduced Mukhyamantri Abhinav Krishi Janata Party Samman awards to farmers for innovation in farm implements. Mukhyamantri Krishi Udyog Yojana has also been launched to provide single window facility for establishment of agri-enterprises. My government has optimized the potential of cooperatives by revitalizing a wide range of services like crop insurance, paddy procurement, efficient management of warehouses, agriculture market reforms, and developing the PACS, Primary Agriculture Cooperative Society, as one-step destination for all agriculture inputs at the Gram Panchayat level for the farmers in general and weaker sections of the state in particular. My government has taken steps for conversion of all the Kisan credit cards into Rupee Kisan cards to enable the farmer members to access their sanctioned loans through all types of ATMs. My government has now been providing crop loans to farmers up to rupees 50,000 at 1% rate of interest, which has been reduced to 0% with effect from 1st April 2019. The small, marginal and landless sharecroppers and rural women have good access to hassle-free credit from financial institutions without any collateral security by organizing joint liability groups. Computerization of all PACs in the state is a flagship program of my government. So far, 1179 PACs are already running online with data center of Odisha State Cooperative Bank, and the process for remaining PACs is going to be completed soon. My government has provided about 60,000 mobile phones to farmers across the state to access market and other relevant information. As a part of the agriculture marketing reforms, my government has decided to set up more number of e-platforms for e-trading facilities in the state. I am glad that my government has stood firmly with the people of Odisha on the Mahanadi and Polavaram issues and will continue its strong resolve to protect the interests of the people of Odisha. My government has always endeavored to make the state drought-proof through a holistic approach of developing, conserving and utilizing the surface and groundwater resources. My government has completed 67 mega lift irrigation projects, energized and handed over 53,992 deep bore wells to farmers and 6,059 community lift irrigation points to Pani Panchayats. That apart, 8,757 check dams in different nalas have been constructed to conserve water and consequently bring additional area under irrigation. My government has completed 4 major and medium irrigation projects, namely Rukura Upper Andravati Extension, Rate and Kitligada irrigation projects. 2 other major and medium projects, namely Lower Indra and Telangiri, are going to be completed soon. My government has restored all embankments and canal breaches in the districts affected by Titli cyclone. 1,760 lift irrigation points were also restored on war footing. By introduction of various programs to attain self-sufficiency, my government is heading towards an average annual growth of 13% in the inland fish production by 2020-21. My government is providing livelihood assistance of rupees 7,500 per family to 5,000 fishermen families who are affected due to ban in fishing for sea turtle conservation. With a view to provide nutritional security and financial empowerment, my government has tagged about 1650 women self-help groups with GP ranks for practicing pisciculture in the water area of about 1,575 hectares with 60% subsidy assistance during 2018 and 19. My government has provided interest subvention of 3% on term loans to about 10,000 farmers during current year under a new scheme, interest subvention on long-term credit support for livestock farming. With the implementation of various dairy development projects, Odisha has become self-sufficient in milk production, and we are now procuring about 5 lakh liters of milk per day. My government has successfully delivered the benefits of the National Food Security Act to 86.90 lakh families consisting of 322.39 lakh individual and priority households and Antodaya Anna Yojana categories. In order to cover poor, distressed and left out eligible beneficiaries of the National Food Security Act, under food security, my government had launched its own state food security scheme across the state on 2nd October 2018. More than 23 lakh beneficiaries have already been covered under this scheme, who are getting 5 kilos of rice per person per month at the rate of ₹1 per kg. Odisha has been a pioneer state in rural housing. We have already completed more than 2 million houses during the last 4 years, and my government is committed to convert all kacha houses in rural areas of the state into pakka houses within a definite time frame. To provide adequate, safe drinking water to both urban and rural habitations, a new scheme, namely Vasudha Bakshi Jagbandhu, assured drinking water to all habitations, has been made fully operational since 2017 and 18. As a tribute to the eminent freedom fighter of Odisha, Bakshi Jagbandhu, in the bicentenary celebration of the Paika Rebellion, a path-breaking pro-people initiative, Amaga Amavikas, has been completed in all 314 blocks of the state. 62,857 projects in 6,798 gram panchayats amounting to ₹1,554 crore have been sanctioned by the Chief Minister directly after discussion with the villagers through video conferencing. This initiative of the government is being hailed in the country as a unique People Connect program. Odisha has launched People's Empowerment Enabling Transparency and Enhancing Accountability on Odisha Initiatives, PITHA, recently to make people aware about different government initiatives and ensure delivery of entitlements to the eligible beneficiaries in different schemes. PITHA camps are being organized at Gram Panchayats and wards in the urban local bodies from 15th to 20th of every month. With Biju Swasth Kalyan Yojana, the state has achieved the objective of near universal health care in Odisha through ensuring universal access to equitable, affordable and quality health care services. Under Biju Swasth Kalyan Yojana, my government has assured about 70 lakh families, 3.5 crore people, with cashless assistance of ₹5 lakh per family per year, with additional ₹2 lakh for the women members of the beneficiaries' families. My government has launched numerous new schemes and interventions in health sector, that is free diagnostic services, Nidan, free dialysis services, Sahay, universal eye health care programs, Sunetra, specialist services in urban primary health centers, CSC, Ama clinics, strengthening of ancillary services, Nirmal, Asha Matrutva Yojana, transport assistance to blood disorder patients, Asha Kalyan Yojana, nutrition support to TB patients, drop-back assistance to delivery patients and sick infants, etc. The overall transformation of public health facilities in the state has resulted in increasing people's faith, trust and dependency on these facilities, and has been acclaimed at various national and international forums. Odisha has received National Award for securing second rank among all states for maximum improvement in OPD services in public health facilities during the period 2016-17 to 2017 and 18. Odisha has the highest percentage, 91% of population relying on public health sector for health care. Institutional deliveries in Odisha have increased from 22.6% in 1999 NFHS 2 to 85.4% in 2015 NFHS 4, which is also better than national average. The state has also made significant achievement in population stabilization measures by reducing the total fertility rate to 2.0, which will contribute substantially towards accelerating the socio-economic development of the state. Odisha is a model state in effecting sharpest decline in malaria that has been acknowledged globally by WHO. Odisha has recorded the path-breaking decline of over 82% in reported malaria cases and of over 87% in reported malaria death incidences between 2016 to 2018. The number of MBBS seats in this state has increased from 450 to 1,050 through establishment of 4 new government medical colleges. Another 5 new government medical colleges are also coming up shortly at various distant and remote locations. My government is aware of the rich tradition of the handlooms and handicrafts in the state and has accordingly initiated programs for holistic development of the sector. My government has constituted the Odisha Handlooms and Handicrafts Development and Promotion Council for sustainable upliftment and inclusive growth of weavers and artisans of the state. The council shall undertake promotional activities to boost the sale, both handlooms and handicraft products of the state, and shall also advise the state government for framing policies for betterment of the weavers and the artisans. My government has taken steps for setting up of Bunkar Bazaars at Bajipuri and Baragad for revival of Kotpat textiles. Under Varisht Banakar Sahayata Yojana, my government has made a provision of monthly financial assistance to the aged weavers as a social security measure. My government has dedicated Odisha Crafts Museum to the people of Odisha on 22nd March 2018. It is the only state-owned museum in Eastern India, showcasing multifaceted, rich and vibrant traditions of handlooms and handicraft. All our efforts are being made to develop the museum into a vibrant cultural place. It has become a must-visit destination for tourists and school children alike, with crafts, workshops, crafts, bazaars, guided tours, etc. being organized regularly. My government has introduced Mukhyamantri Kalakar Sahayata Yojana to provide financial assistance to 50,000 artists at the rate of rupees 1,200 per month. The promotion and propagation of Odia language and the cultural legacy of the state has been a continuous endeavor of my government. For the first time, a heritage cabinet was constituted by my government to protect our rich heritage and legacy. The heritage cabinet in its first meeting decided to set up Odia University at Satyavadi. In order to celebrate 150 years of Mahatma Gandhi's birthday, my government has constituted a state-level celebration committee to plan and proceed with the biennial celebrations. To commemorate the 200th year of Cairo Billion, a postage stamp and a commemorative coin was released. My government is keen to establish one Odisha Adarsh Vidyalaya in each block of the state to provide the opportunity of quality English medium education to the students in rural areas. So far, 190 Odisha Adarsh Vidyalayas have been opened in 28 districts, and 51,309 students are availing quality education in these schools. State Institute of Open Schooling has been started in 344 centers, covering all 30 districts of Odisha, to encourage school dropouts and similar category of children who have left school and are deprived of formal education to enable them to pass secondary level and earn livelihood opportunities. So far, 63,904 students have taken admission, and HSC pass certificate issued to 37,064 students. My government has provided for vocational education in 314 schools of 314 blocks, wherein 24,085 students have taken admission. School uniforms have been distributed to nearly 48 lakh students of class 1 to 8 in the year 2018-19. My government has made a budget provision of rupees 152.65 crore for distribution of free bicycles to about 6 lakh class 9 students during this year, which is nearing completion. In 2018-19, my government has introduced 3 new awards, namely Mukhyamantri Medha Bhruti, Odia Bhasha Bhruti, and Best School Award, and felicitation for talented students, quality schools, and good parents of successful students. Under Mukhyamantri Medha Bhruti, a one-time scholarship of rupees 5,000 is awarded to 35,490 students at the rate of 100 students of each block, 100 students of each municipal corporation, 50 students of each municipality, and 20 students of each NEC. Under Odia Bhasha Bhruti, a sum of rupees 5,000 each is awarded to 3,549 students scoring highest marks in Odia subject in annual HSC examination, with 10 students of each block, 10 students of each municipal corporation, 5 students of each municipality, and 2 students of each NEC. My government has launched a novel initiative, Mo School Abhiyan, in order to attract philanthropic interest of alumni of Odisha schools residing within Odisha in India and abroad to contribute generously to their alma mater. Excellent response has been received from alumni and the community for Mo School Abhiyan. which has resulted in contribution of rupees 21.02 crore from alumni of 8,050 schools in 30 districts, with a matching grant of rupees 42.05 crore from the state government. These contributions are meant for setting up of libraries, repair and maintenance of school infrastructure, constructing new classrooms, boundary walls, common facilities for children, setting up of laboratories, garden, MDM hall, special coaching on sports, annual school celebrations, as well as improving student well-being. My government has made transformative reforms for achieving global excellence in higher education, including quality of learning, research, innovation, industry academia linkages, community linkages, entrepreneurship and incubation skills, career counseling and placement, internationalization, ICT and e-governance through digitalization, infrastructure, learning tools, regulatory practices, student facilities, and governance. My government has established 8 model degree colleges in educationally backward districts and is planning to establish 6 more new model degree colleges with such technological advanced facilities to increase access to higher education and improve the gross enrollment ratio. My government has started a new initiative called Gapa Bandhu Shiksha Sahayata Yojana, extending annual final assistance to the tune of rupees 20,000 each for students belonging to the underprivileged sections of the society in graduation and post-graduation programs. This is in addition to the existing scholarship being availed by the students. The assistance is limited to the duration of the course and will be given each year till the completion of the course. My government has extended Vyasa Kavi Fakir Mohan Bhasha Bruti in Odia up to +2 and +3 students, waived fees for degrees and post-graduation studies in Odia, enhanced number of PhD seats and reader posts, and has opened career counseling cells in all state universities and 52 government colleges. Besides, civil service coaching centers have been opened in 8 universities. My government has distributed 90,000 laptops under Biju Yuva Shaktikaran Yojana during the last 6 years. My digitization of higher education system. My government has undertaken many IT initiatives by introducing e-library, e-admissions, high-power committees automation, creation of digital gender atlas, personal information management systems, spoken tutorial project, etc. My government has adopted a holistic and integrated approach for development of scheduled tribes, scheduled castes, backward classes, and minorities of our state, with special focus on social, economic, education, health, and livelihood sectors. As education is vital for social development, my government operates around 4,300 residential schools and 6,400 hostels across the state and provides quality education to 5.70 lakh ST and SC student boarders. My government has initiated a new scheme on Vesha, a pioneering initiative to facilitate quality educational opportunity in the best public schools for the disadvantaged ST-SC students. So far, under this initiative, 19,000 ST-SC students have got admission with free course fees, hostel facilities, food, transportation, etc. in various public schools across 17 districts of the states. 2 state-of-the-art urban hostel complexes, Akanksha in Bhubaneswar, have been constructed to provide accommodation to about 1,000 students hailing from remote areas for pursuing higher education. Further, 6 new such urban hostels are being constructed at Beharampur, Sambalpur, and Rourkela, which will have an overall accommodation capacity for 3,000 students. My government has implemented the Forest Rights Act in a mission mode and has become the leading state in the country in distributing about 4.22 lakh individual and 6,467 community rights titles involving 9.68 lakh acres of land. My government has launched the Odisha, particularly vulnerable tribal groups, empowering and livelihoods improvement program with an outlay of rupees 795.141 crore for a period of 8 years. The project is being implemented from financial year 2015-16 to 2020-23 and will benefit around 96,000 households covering 1,019 villages. With an objective of providing better facilities for the socio-economic and cultural development of minority communities, my government has sanctioned 100 multi-purpose community-cultural centers in the minorities concentrated village. Further, in order to provide quality higher education to minority students, a new scheme for providing residential facilities was launched during 2016-17. Accordingly, 40 hostels have been sanctioned with an overall capacity for 4,000 minority students. Similarly, my government has taken initiative to sanction 100 hostels with an accommodation capacity for 10,000 OBC, SCBC students to access higher education in 14 major urban educational hubs of the state. Under the active initiative of my government, enlisting community participation in the protection and regeneration of degraded forests, Odisha recorded a forest and tree cover of 35.54% of the geographical area. The state has recorded an increase of 2,490 square kilometers of forest cover over 5 assessment period, that is from 2019 to 2017, as assessed by the Forest Survey of India. My government has launched the Green Mahanadi Mission scheme for a period of 5 years from 2017-18 to 2021-22 to protect and conserve river Mahanadi, ensuring perennial flow of Mahanadi, IB and tail rivers by creating a green belt over 1 kilometer width on both sides of the rivers. My government has successfully implemented the Jagannath Bana Prakalp by planting 17.64 lakh selected species of trees for supply of timber for the holy chariots during Rath Yatra at Puri. For the crop year 2018, a sum of rupees 157.37 crore towards procurement price and rupees 23.92 crore towards bush cutting has been disbursed to over 8 lakh kendu leaf pluckers and about 24,000 binders, mostly belonging to weaker sections of the society and largely comprising women through their respective bank postal accounts. Their bonus dues of rupees 159.223 crore at the rate of 100% of carry procurement cost have been released through their bank accounts, and incentive awards of rupees 15.30 crore released to the binders and seasonal staff. A welfare trust fund has been set up for the pluckers and binders that provides compassionate grant of rupees 1 lakh in case of death and disability, marriage assistance of rupees 25,000 for 2 daughters, medical assistance up to 2 lakh in case of severe diseases, and educational scholarship for 2 children. My government has completely waived the royalty on sal leaves collection, which was rupees 86 per quintal. This will benefit about 25 lakh people of the state. With an aim to enhance the forest ecosystem and livelihoods of the forest-dependent communities residing in project villages, Odisha Forestry Sector Development Project Phase 2, with project cost of more than rupees 1,000 crore, is being executed from 2017-18 to 2026-27 with the cooperation of Japan International Cooperation Agency. My government has approved 2,428 projects with an estimated cost of rupees 100 crore during 2018-19 to reduce regional imbalances and accelerate the pace of development in the western Odisha. To promote innovative ideas in different priority areas of development and governance, my government has invited eminent persons of different fields to deliver lectures under Odisha Knowledge Hub lecture series and participate in discussion with senior functionaries of the state. 4 such lectures have been delivered during 2018-19 by eminent speakers. All district level functionaries also participated in the lectures through video conferencing. By implementing various fiscal reform measures, my government has recorded significant improvement in the state finances during the last 18 years. My state has been able to adhere to all parameters envisaged in Odisha Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act. Since its enactment, the debt stress of the state has been brought down to 17.8% in 2017-18 from the level of 50.7% in 2002-3 due to concerted efforts of my government. Similarly, the interest payment to revenue receipt ratio has been brought down from 40.2% in 2001-2 to 5.9% in 2017-18. My government has implemented the goods and services tax in Odisha from 1st July 2017 through legislative and administrative measures and massive sensitization programs. More than 4 lakh employees and more than 3 lakh pensioners have been benefited by the implementation of revised scales as per recommendations of the 7th Pay Commission. Efficiency in public spending and productivity has been prioritized by my government by implementation of various initiatives such as Integrated Financial Management System, IMF 2.0, integration of SBI EPA with IMFS, Public Financial Management System, Urban Portal for online revision of pensions, etc. My government has significantly enhanced the time-rated minimum wages in 89 scheduled employments and piece-rated minimum wages in 15 scheduled employments to increase the standards of living, reduce poverty and inequality, and boost the morale of workers. The minimum wages have been enhanced in respect of unskilled workers from rupees 200 to rupees 80, semi-skilled workers from rupees 220 to 320, skilled workers from rupees 240 to 370, and high-skilled workers from rupees 260 to 430 with effect from 30th October 2018. My government has amended the Odisha Shops and Commercial Establishment Act 1956 to ensure display of India signboards in all shops and commercial establishments across the state. My government has implemented Nirman Kusum to provide financial support to the children of registered beneficiaries under the Odisha Building and Other Construction Workers Welfare Board for pursuing technical education like ITI and diploma courses in government institutions. My government has planned to make all state highways to at least double lane standard. Out of 2,158 kilometers of single lane state highways, 1,700 kilometers have been covered and the rest will be completed by the end of 2009-20. My government is constructing the ambitious 4-lane road of 640 kilometers length, Biju Expressway, connecting Jagdalpur to Rourkela through Western Odisha and KBK districts of the states. The 4-laning work of Sambalpur-Rourkela, a section of SS10 covering 163 kilometers length with investment of rupees 1292.56 crore has been completed and dedicated to the people of Odisha. During 2018-19, my government has provided rupees 70 crore for Avada, augmentation of basic amenities and development of heritage agriculture and architecture at Puri, which includes land acquisition, rehabilitation and resettlement, road improvement for providing better facilities in and around Sri Jagannath Temple, construction of Havisyali Center and multi-level parking, etc., among others. My government has taken up construction of 13 bridges over river Mahanadi, out of which 8 have been completed. Similarly, 7 bridges have been taken up over river Brahmani, out of which 5 have been completed. The longest bridge in Odisha over river Kathajodi has been completed for alternate connectivity between the twin cities of Cuttack and Bhubaneswar. The long-awaited bridge over Gurupriya has been dedicated to the people of Malkangiri. For infrastructure development and livelihood opportunities, my government has announced a package of rupees 100 crore for people living in this Swabhiman Anchal of Malkangiri. My government is implementing different schemes for providing better road connectivity and building infrastructure in rural areas. During current year, 9,230 kilometers of rural roads and 150 bridges are planned to be completed under different schemes such as Biju Setu Yojana, RIDF, Mukhyamantri Sadak Yojana, etc. My government has taken several initiatives for creating urban infrastructure and for providing basic services and amenities to make our urban areas livable, sustainable, and inclusive for all. My government is implementing Unnati, an urban transformation initiative with the object of addressing critical gaps in urban infrastructure, along with convergence of schemes and programs implemented in the urban areas. Under this initiative, 11,731 projects have been approved with an investment of rupees 437 crore, out of which 4,173 projects have been completed, and the remaining projects are at various stages of implementation. Universal coverage of pipe water to all households in all the urban areas is utmost priority of my government. To achieve this objective, a new initiative, Vasudha, has also been undertaken, under which 546 projects with an investment of rupees 589 crore are being implemented in the urban areas of the state. An ambitious program to provide energy-efficient, smart LED street lights is under implementation in all the 114 urban local bodies. Under this program, all the existing conventional street lights are retrofitted with smart LED lights. Further, all the streets and roads not covered with street lights are also being provided with smart LED street lights. An amount of rupees 640 crore is being invested for this program. Odisha Land Rights to Slum Dwellers Act 2017, a historic legislation has been enacted to issue land rights to the slum dwellers in all 47 municipalities and 62 notified area councils of the state. 13,000 land rights certificates have already been distributed so far under the Jaga mission, and efforts are on to issue the land rights certificates to eligible slum dwellers on in situ basis by March 2019. Ahar was launched by my government on 1st April 2015 with an objective of providing affordable, hygienic, and nutritious food, hard-cooked meals to the needy people at places of public congregation in the urban areas. Presently, 118 Ahar Kendras are functioning in 30 districts. From 31st December 2018, meals are now being served during night in the 56 Ahar Kendras located in near hospitals. My government has created a special purpose vehicle under Capital Region Urban Transport for providing public transport services in master plan areas of Bhubaneswar, Cuttack, and Puri Konark Development Authority. In the first page of Bhubaneswar city, Bus motorization plan, 200 buses have been procured to augment the existing fleet of 110 buses. Construction of a modern interstate bus terminal in Baramunda, Bhubaneswar will be taken up soon with an investment of rupees 174.35 crore. Continuous endeavor of my government in energy sector has resulted in achieving 100% electrification in rural as well as urban areas, fulfilling the motto of power for all. Through implementation of Biju Gram Jyoti, Biju Saranchal Vidyutkaran Yojana and other schemes. During this year, about 22 lakh households have been electrified, thereby increasing the total number of households electrified to 96 lakhs. This marvelous achievement was possible due to the augmentation of generation, transmission, and upgradation of distribution infrastructure through different programs. My government has also taken major initiatives for addition, upgradation, and modernization of transmission lines by Odisha Power Transmission Corporation with 144 grid substations, 13,757 circuit kilometers of HT lines, and transmission capacity of 18,416 MVA, projecting Odisha as one of the best performing transmission utilities of the country. By adopting the new technologies, RPTCL has been maintaining the system availability at 99.99% since last year. My government has also adopted an innovative power banking system, whereby it could mitigate the power shortage during difficult summer months through a barter system in which power availed through banking gets returned during surplus months. Under the program Amaghare LED, my government has taken effective steps for energy conservation and demand side management by distributing LED bulbs free of cost to all eligible single-phase domestic consumer at the rate of 4 households across the state. Our state continues to remain a favored investment destination due to investor-friendly policy environment, stability in governance and availability of raw materials and skilled manpower, and above all, robust industrial infrastructure. My government has undertaken its industrial promotion activities, creation of land bank and industrial infrastructure, and simplification of rules and regulations for attracting investment. My government has taken several business reforms focusing on technology-based interventions to ensure ease of doing business, online portals such as Government of Odisha Single Window for investor facilitation and tracking, Go Swift, Government of Odisha Synchronized Mechanism for Inspection of Licensed Enterprises, Go Smile, Government of Odisha Portal for Land Use and Services, Go Plus, Government of Odisha CSR Administration and Responsive Engagement, Go Care, have been developed. My government has been proactively pursuing investors through organization of investors meet, road shows, conferences, etc., and has participated in various national and international road shows and investors meet. Make in Odisha Conclave 2018 was organized with resounding success with participation of leading industrial captains. The biennial event showcased the policy and regulatory environment, investment opportunities across focus sectors, and the manufacturing prowess of the state. The conclave received investment intents to the tune of rupees 4.20 lakh crore across 15 sectors with potential to generate employment for 5.91 lakh persons. Japan was the partner country for this event, which saw a participation of more than 5,000 industry captains and delegates from across the country and abroad. My government has started the Startup Odisha initiative with the launch of Startup Odisha policy and Startup Odisha portal. 334 startups have already been registered. Odisha has been honored as the top performer state in the state startup ranking 2018. Altogether, 3,67,077 micro, small and medium enterprises with total investment of rupees 17,863 crore have been established, generating employment of 14.61 lakh persons till December 2018. My government has undertaken renovation of bus stands at Valangir, Jayapur, Motu, Angul, and Cuttack. New bus stands are also being developed at several locations to provide improved amenities to passengers. My government has inducted 23 AC luxurious buses under Rajdhani Express initiative for bus services between different district headquarters and Bhubaneswar. Valangir to Bichupali, a 16-kilometer section of Khurda Road, Valangir new BG rail link project has been commissioned. 130-kilometer new Jayapur-Malkangiri railway line project has been cleared by the central government with consistent efforts and commitment of my government to contribute 25% of the construction cost as well as cost of land required for the project. Land shall be provided free of cost for the connectivity from the rail head of Narla station up to the proposed location of electric locomotive POH workshop by my government. With this, Kalahandi district will have a rail-based industry to boost its socio-economic development. Rajdhani Express has started plying via Sambalpur with sustained efforts of my government. 14 potential port sites in the state have been identified to be developed through PPP mode. 2 ports at Dhamra and Gopalpur in operation. Second phase expansion of Dhamra port and further expansion of Gopalpur port are being carried out. An extent of 692.68 acres of land has further been handed over to the project proponent of Swan Lekha port to develop the port. The development of river and port in Kendrapada district with an outlay of rupees 2,110 crore is being taken up. My government has implemented integrated mines and minerals management system. Project as part of e-governance process to bring transparency in mineral administration. It includes e-permit, e-pass, e-filing, and e-repayment system. Besides mobile application named NMS, National Mineral Statistics, to capture the production, dispatch and sale value of the minerals on real-time basis. This IT intervention has been recognized and appreciated by the central government. To expedite the exploration activities, Odisha Mineral Exploration Corporation Limited has been designated as exploration agency. 16 blocks have been allotted to OMCL for upgradation of exploration to the desired level to facilitate auction of more blocks. The revenue from mineral royalty has shown an increase of over 70% up to December 2018 as compared to the same period last year. Under the new tourism policy 2016, my government has envisaged an aggressive, dynamic and long-term approach to develop Odisha as the most sought-after tourist destination and to place it prominently on the domestic and the global tourism map. Varisht Nagrik Tirth Yatra Yojana was launched by my government in the year 2016-17 to enable the poor and deprived senior citizens of the state within the age group of 60 to 75 years to go on pilgrimage to fulfill their spiritual aspirations. This scheme is offered to the people of all religions and faith. 6,000 senior citizens of the states have proceeded to different places of pilgrimage during the last 2 years. During 2018-19, the number of journeys has been enhanced to 6 and number of beneficiaries to 6,000. My government has organized Odisha Travel Bazaar at Bhubaneswar in October 2018 in order to invite foreign tour operators to educate them about the tourism products. At the initiative of my government, Air Asia has started operation from Bhubaneswar to Bangkok in international sector. My government has made appropriate use of technology to provide various citizen-centric services in transparent manner. 522,670 online mutation cases have been instituted in all tehsils of state during 2018. After receiving electronic intimation of registration of documents, deeds and instruments from the sub-registrar offices, and 64% of such cases have been disposed online. The cadastral maps have been digitized and made available on Bhulekha platform. Maps are being corrected on Bhulekha following mutation of records. Records of rights are sent by speed post to the landowners. New registration offices have been opened during 2018, Kesinga and Junagadh in Kalahandi districts, Ganjam in Ganjam districts, and Tarwa in Savanpals district. My government has always been committed for the overall development of world-famous Sri Jagannath Temple, Puri. Various schemes have been implemented for the welfare of the Sebayats in the areas of the social security, health and housing and education. For quick and speedy disposal of cases, my government has issued notification for establishment of 18 courts of different categories during 2018. To provide access to justice to rural people, my government has established legal assistance cells in each of the 1,286 Gram Panchayats under 17 selected blocks of the state, named as Madhu Babu, Ain, Sahayata Shivir. During the year 2018, as many as 1,117 Lok Adalats have been organized and 1,64,690 cases have been disposed of. My government has introduced Odisha Right to Public Services Act and Rules 2012, under which 341 notified public services relating to 25 departments are being provided to citizens within the stipulated time through online application facility. In the last 4 years, about 70,000 posts have been filled up through direct recruitment and rehabilitation assistance. My government has implemented human resources management system to simplify service-related works. The annual establishment review, training and recruitment modules have been developed in HRMS. The schedules of all long-term advances are being sent to AG Odisha online through HRMS. My government has implemented LMS litigation management system in order to ensure better management of court cases pending in the High Court and Odisha Administrative Tribunal. The initiative of my government for adoption of self-certification by abolishing affidavits wherever possible is a positive step to provide hassle-free governance. Since the introduction of Chief Minister's Award for Excellence and Innovation in Governance and Public Service Delivery, my government has awarded 10 best initiatives from the year 2012 to 13 to recognize the extraordinary and innovative works in state civil services. For better administering of CMRF to the deserving people, my government has delegated powers to the collectors for sanction of financial assistance. During current year, the collectors have provided more than rupees 6 crore to 5,810 applicants out of the CMRF funds till December 2018. The overall law and order situation in the state during 2018 remained by and large peaceful. To avoid any untoward incident and to maintain law and order, adequate preventive measures were adopted. My government has been continuously focusing on upgradation of anti-left wing extremist operational capability of the security forces, strengthening of the security infrastructure and plugging the security vacuum in the LWE affected areas by the strategic deployment of security forces to deal with the problem effectively. Safety and security of women, children and other vulnerable groups is the top priority of my government. During the year, my government has organized a noble campaign named Paripai Kathatiye with the technical collaboration of UNICEF to create mass awareness across the state against sexual harassment of minor girls. 15 vehicles decorated as Pari Express moved throughout the state for a period of 15 days covering 44,707 kilometers and 1,377 venues. Different stakeholders, people's representatives, and PRE members, including 12 lakh people, had attended the awareness campaign. Odisha has now emerged as a major sports destination with successful organization of national and international sporting events. By organizing of Odisha Hockey Men's World Cup 2018, Odisha, my government, has proved its mettle in organizing the international tournament with the highest level of perfection. As the first and only state in the country, my government organized the state-level tribal sports meet with an objective to identify the hidden sporting talents of tribal youth and provide them with a proper platform for participation in the state and national level competitions. To take games and sports in the state to the next level, high-performance centers have been planned in athletics, swimming, shooting, football, hockey, badminton, and weightlifting in partnership with corporate houses and eminent athletes, sports management agencies. My government is going